Hello students, welcome back to Google Classroom of Sri Gokulam Public School, Guruvayur. Hope you all fine at home. Today we are going to discuss about properties of determinants. Listen children, this is an important topic. Here we need to study 6 properties of determinants, and using these different properties of determinants we will see how to solve or how to evaluate the given determinant. Okay, so how to evaluate means without expanding along rows and columns, and using these properties we will see how to find the value of given determinant. So watch the video carefully. Let's start. Property number 1. The value of determinant remains unchanged if its rows and columns are interchanged. That means in a determinant, if we interchange all the rows into columns and columns into row, we can see that the value of the determinant remains the same. That is property number 1. Okay. Listen children. See this determinant 2 minus 3 5 6 0 4 1 5 minus 7. Expanding the determinant along first row, we get determinant of this matrix is equal to 2 into 0 into minus 7 0 minus 4 into 5 20. Then minus next element minus 3 into, so minus 3 belongs to first row second column, so just cut first row second column. We have the determinant 6 4 1 minus 7, so take cross multiplication. 6 into minus 7 minus 42 minus 4 into 1 4. Next element 5 plus 5 into 5 belongs to first row third column. So eliminate first row third column. We can see the determinant 6015. So this becomes 6 into 5 30 minus 1 into 0 0. So this is equal to 2 into 0 minus 20 minus 20 minus into minus plus 3 into minus 42 minus 4, that is minus 46, plus 5 into 30 minus 0 30. This is equal to minus 40 minus 138 plus 150. On simplification we can see that it is equal to minus 28. Okay. Now by property number 1, we are going to interchanging rows and columns. Okay, rows and columns. See here the rows are 2 minus 3 5 6 0 4 1 5 minus 7. So we are going to interchange rows and column. Now see by interchanging rows and columns. Listen here. The row is 2 minus 3 5 6 0 4 1 5 minus 7. So we are going to interchange row as column and column as rows. Look at here. So this is our new determinant and we want to see what is its value. So interchanging along the first column we get 2 into 0 into minus 7 0 minus 5 into 4 20. So 0 minus 20 minus minus 3, just cut first column and first row. Okay, first row first column, we get the determinant. Next is by interchanging rows and columns. Listen children, we are going to interchange the rows and columns. We get a determinant 261 minus 305 5 4 minus 7.
Now find the determinant value expanding along first column. We get 2 into 0 minus 20 minus 3 into minus 42 minus 4 plus 5 into 30 minus 0. This is gives minus 28. So, if we interchange rows and columns, the result is same, minus 28. So, that is the first property. If we interchange the rows and column, then the determinant value remains constant. Okay.
Property number 2. If any two rows or columns of a determinant are interchanged, then sign of determinant changes. This is property number 2. That means if we interchange any two rows of a determinant, then we can see that the sign becomes changes. That means positive value becomes negative value becomes positive value. Suppose we have two rows R1 and R2. We are interchanging R1 as R2 and R2 as R1. Then we can see that the determinant of the resulting one is changing the sign of the original determinant. Okay, let's see the example.
Listen the same determinant. Determinant 2 minus 3 5 6 0 4 1 5 minus 7. We already seen that the determinant value is minus 28. Now in this determinant we are going to interchange two rows. Okay, here first row is 2 minus 3 5, second row is 6 0 4, third row is 1 5 minus 7. So I am going to interchanging the rows R2 and R3. Okay, R2 and R3. That means R2 interchange to R3 and R3 is interchanged to R2. Look at here. R2 and R3 are interchanging. So first row as such 2 minus 3 5. So R2 becomes 1 5 minus 7. R3 becomes 6 0 4. Now find the determinant value. You can see that the determinant value is equal to 28. So first we obtain minus 28. Then we interchange any two rows. We get the value 28. That is, if any two rows or columns of a determinant are interchanged, then the value of determinant changes. How? Negative becomes positive or positive becomes negative. That is, sign changes. Okay.
Now property number 3. If two rows or columns of a determinant are identical, then the value of the determinant is equal to 0. Listen, rows or columns are identical means all the elements or all the entries in a row or column, okay, are same. Then we can see the determinant is 0.
Listen children, in this determinant first row and third row both are identical. Then by our property number 3, the determinant value is equal to 0. Now we are going to verify the result is true or false. Find the determinant value, expand it along first row. So this is 3, just exclude first row, first column. We get a determinant 2 3 2 3 minus next element, that is minus 2 into 2 belongs to first row and second column. So exclude first row and second column. Then the remaining elements are 2 3 3 3. Okay, plus 3 into determinant. 3 belongs to first row, third column. So exclude first row third column we get 2, 2, 3, 2. 2, 2, 3, 2. Now find the determinant. So 3 into 6 minus 6 minus 2 into 6 minus 9 plus 3 into 4 minus 6. This is equal to 3 into 0 minus 2 into minus 3 plus 3 into minus 2. So this is 0 plus 6 minus 6. 6 minus 6 gives 0. Okay. So the determinant equal to 0. So if any two rows or columns of a determinant are identical means all the elements are same, then the value of the determinant is equal to 0. So that is our property number 3. Now next property number 4. If each element of a row or column of a determinant is multiplied by a constant k, then the value of the determinant, okay, its value gets multiplied by k. Listen, suppose we have a determinant and we are going to multiply any row or column by a constant, then we can see that the value of the given determinant is equal to k into the determinant. Okay, see this example. See this determinant. Determinant 102, 18, 36, 1, 3, 4, 17, 3, 6. Here in this determinant, listen the first row. First row, the first element 102 can be written as 6 into 17. 18 can be written as 6 into 3. 36 can be written as 6 into 6. That means each element of this row, okay, each element of this row can be written as a multiple of 6. Okay, so this value or the value of this determinant is same as 6 into, take the constant outside, 6 into determinant 17, 3, 6, 1, 3, 4, 17, 3, 6. Now look at here. First row and third row both are identical. So what happened? If any two rows or columns are identical by property number 3, the determinant value is equal to 0. So 6 into 0 equal to 0. So property number 4 states if each element of a row, okay, if each element of a row or a column are multiplied by a constant, then its value gets multiplied by k. That is, this 0 can be written as 6 into 0. So that is our property number 4. Now property number 5. If some or all elements of a row or column of a determinant are expressed as sum of two or more terms, then the determinant can be expressed as the sum of two or more determinants. That means, listen this determinant. In this determinant, first row is a1 plus lambda 1, a2 plus lambda 2, a3 plus lambda 3. Okay. So here all the elements in this row is a sum of two terms, isn't it? So this determinant can be split into two determinants, just like determinant a1, a2, a3, b1, b2, b3, c1, c2, c3 plus determinant lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3, b1, b2, b3, c1, c2, c3. So this is the statement. If some or all elements of a row are expressed as sum of two or more terms, then the determinant can be expressed as sum of two determinants. Okay. Now the last property, property number 6. if to each element of any row or column of a determinant, the EQ multiples of corresponding elements of other row are added, then value of the determinant remains same. Okay, that is, the value of the determinant remains same if we apply the operation Ri gives Ri plus KRJ, or Ci gives Ci plus KCJ. That means, suppose we have a determinant A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C3. Here, consider this third row, and third row is multiplied by a constant K. So, this becomes KC1, KC2, KC3. Now, add the new row with the first row. That becomes A1 plus KC1, A2 plus KC2, A3 plus KC3. So, this is our new determinant. If we find the determinant of this new determinant, we can see that the determinant value is same as the determinant of the given. That is, determinant of A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C3. Okay. So, that is the meaning. The value of the determinant remains same if we apply the operation Ri gives Ri plus KRJ. That is, if we multiply any row or column with a constant, then add the new row or column with other row, we can see that the value of the determinant remain same. Listen, this is an important property. You can see majority problems are based on this result. Okay. So anyway, by heart all the 6 properties. All the 6 properties are very, very important. And in the next exercise, you can see that to prove that some determinant using these properties. Okay. First question, prove that determinant x a x plus a, y b y plus b, z c z plus c equal to 0. Listen children, we are going to find the value of determinant without expanding along row or column. Here we are using the properties of determinants. Now look at here in this determinant, third column is x plus a, y plus b, z plus c. That is, all the elements of this third column is a sum of 2 terms, isn't it? So that the given determinant x a x plus a, y b y plus b, z c z plus c can be expressed as the sum of 2 determinants. So this property is property number 5. So the determinants are x a x, y b y, z c z. Next determinant is x a, y b b, z c c. Okay. Now look at this determinant. Here x a x, y b y, z c z. Here 2 columns are identical. Look at here, first column and third column, x y z, x y z. So by property number 3, if 2 columns are identical, okay, then the value of the determinant is equal to 0. So no need to find the determinant. We can directly write its determinant value equal to 0. Plus, look at here, second column and third column. Second column and third column, all the elements are same, A, B, C. So again by property number 3, its determinant value is equal to 0. So 0 plus 0 gives 0. Okay. So that the given determinant is equal to 0 by property number 5 and property number 3. Okay. Question number 2. Prove that Determinant A minus B, B minus C, C minus A, B minus C, C minus A minus B, C minus A minus B, B minus C equal to 0. Listen, here just add all these two columns with the C1, or C1 is changed to, okay, C1 is changed to C1 plus C2 plus C3. Add second column, third column, first column, so that the resulting determinant becomes there is no change in second column and third column. So we have to write second and third column as such, but first column gives, add all these columns A minus B plus B minus C plus C minus A. So if we are adding these columns with the first column, we get A minus B plus B minus C plus C minus A. We can cancel all the term, cancel and get 0. Similarly, B minus C plus C minus A plus A minus B. We can see that sum of all three elements is equal to 0. If we add A minus B and B minus C with C minus A, it becomes 0. Okay. So, in this determinant, the first column, okay, in the first column, all the entries are 0. All the entries are 0. Listen, instead of taking first column, we can consider row also. We are adding second row, third row with first row. You get the same result. So, one row carries all the entries 0, then the determinant is equal to 0. Okay, then the determinant equal to 0. So, that is question number 2. Now, question number 3. Prove that determinant 2, 7, 65, 3, 8, 75, 5, 9, 86 equal to 0. Listen, look at this determinant, and these three numbers are larger than these two column elements. So just think, is 65, 75 and 86 a multiple of a constant number? No. So we can convert these numbers into a multiple of a constant number. To do this, first we have to make a operation here. Just subtract these elements. Okay. 65, 75 and 86 along with the first column, that is C3 and C1. We are subtracting the C1 elements from C3. So, C3 is transformed to C3 minus C1. This is the first step. So, there is no change in first column and second column, but C3 is changed to C3 minus C1. That is 65 minus 2, 63. 75 minus 3, 72. 86 minus 5, 81. This is the new determinant. Now look at these three elements, 63, 72, 81. Here this 63 can be written as 9 into 7, isn't it? 72 can be written as 9 into 8. 81 can be written as 9 into 9. So this is 2, 7, 9 into 7, 3, 8, 9 into 8, 5, 9, 9 into 5. 9 into 9. So the third column is a multiple of a constant number 9. So by property number 4, if each element of a row or column is multiplied by a constant,
then the value gets multiplied by constant. That means from here 9 is a constant number. So we can take it outside. So 9 into 277, 388 599. This is property number 4. Now look at this determinant. Here second column and third column are identical. 789, 789. So again by property number 3, if any two rows or columns are identical, then the determinant value is equal to 0. So 9 into 0 is equal to 0. Okay. So the given determinant value is equal to 0, hence proved.
Question number 4. Prove that determinant 1BC A into B plus C, 1CA B into C plus A, 1AB C into A plus B equal to 0. First step is look at this C3 column. Open the bracket. So this becomes 1BC AB plus AC, 1CA BC plus BA, 1AB CA plus CB. Okay. Now next step is adding these two columns, or C3 we are going to transform as C3 plus C2. So first column same, second column same, and third column becomes adding these two columns. We get AB plus BC plus AC, then BC plus AB plus AC, CA plus CB plus AB. Okay. Now look at this third column. AB plus BC plus AC, AB plus BC plus AC, AB plus BC plus AC. So the third column, all the entries are same. So we can consider AB plus BC plus AC is a common factor. So take it outside. So AB plus BC plus AC is a common. Take it outside. Then we get 1 BC 1, 1 CA 1, 1 AB 1. Okay. Now look at these two columns, C1 and C3. Both the columns are identical. So by property number 3, if any two row or column are identical, then the determinant is equal to 0. That is AB plus BC plus AC into 0, which gives 0. Okay. So we expanded this bracket and add C3 and C2 and take the common factor outside. Then apply property number 3. Okay. So dear students, study all these 6 different properties and do the problems belongs to exercise 4.2 described now.